Hello, everybody. It's Joanna Intarazim here from joannatransformation.com, and welcome to 366 Days to Transform All Fears Back into Love, Through Love, and Beyond. And today is day 313. Oh my gosh. We're almost at 366. I'm going to record a little update soon, let people know what I'm learning through this challenge, and invite you to be part of much larger, um, fun way to be involved with this with me next year. But today I want to talk about the second half of judgment and fear around being vulnerable. Again, our topic here is your deepest vulnerability is literally the gold mine of your happiness, and working with the fear of judgment in your practice, in your everyday, with real situations that come up with people could not be more productive in terms of actually delivering you to the beautiful transformation process that is available in your heart. So yesterday we talked about working with the fear of vulnerability and how it comes up, identifying what the fear is in terms of judgment, and then how to work with the feelings, and then seeing where we are. So today I want to address the other piece of the vulnerability that goes along with the fear of judgment. And that is just to share from personal experience that sometimes when I am feeling a fear of being judged, say for example by somebody else or my partner or somebody else in my life, a way that can be really useful to access what that's really about is oftentimes, most always actually, I can find that the fear I have of being judged sometimes belongs in one of two places, or actually two of two places, usually. So the first thing that I notice a lot is my fear of being judged by others, if it comes up, is directly related to some fear I have of my own judgment of myself. And if you didn't catch yesterday's video, day 312, I specifically offered a way to begin to work with that so that you can start to dissolve the intensity of judgment and give it what it needs so that you can find your center again, you can find your openness again, you can find your peace again. And of course, this is what I really want for you, because that's where the transformation is really, really happening, and that's what I'm all about. And so if you find that your judgment that you recognize in yourself is really what you've been putting onto other people, then you can actually work with that. And that's a beautiful thing to work with, because really, instead of it being this thing that's you might perceive as being thrust upon you, it's actually something that becomes an opportunity to open your heart, to let love in, to let compassion in, to have forgiveness really come in the places that it's needed, and ultimately to have love, like a beautiful, blissful experience, just bathe all over the judgment, so that you know there is nothing inside of you that deserves that kind of experience any longer. And having done that, you may also want to go deeper. And if you want to go deeper, then this next step is for you. So the next step is then to look at that judgment and to see and ask where any piece of that judgment is located in any part of your history. And if you're willing to do that, this is really only for the super brave and courageous. If you're not feeling super brave today or super strong, it's okay to pause and to come back. But for those of you who are like on the super duper evolutionary path, who want all the juice that life has to offer, are ready to step it up and to play a bigger, more alive game, this is definitely for you. It's to really ask, and here's what it is, to really ask where that judgment has existed from a long time ago, where you first heard that judgment. And wow, I have found that being able to inquire deeply into that origin spot of the judgment has been so incredibly liberating, in terms of literally an entire developmental lineage, meaning like from where that started all the way currently, and any time I've ever experienced that judgment since then has been profoundly healing to clean that up. I call it like the developmental timeline or the developmental lineage of a particular judgment. And having, I call it like a giant cleanup opportunity to clean that up, like that is a huge gift that if you're willing to give it to yourself will be freeing of so much life force energy, so much love. Your heart will just have a chance to really open, and it's the same practice that we talked about in yesterday's video that's going to give that to you. So I want to be here to support you in that. There is nothing that matters more to me than seeing people get freed up and liberated from the limitations of mind so that they can freely and openly be in their own hearts. And I really want that for you and literally all humans on this planet. I know that's going to be an amazing thing when that happens one day. Even if that sounds idealistic, I still pray for it. I wish it for you, and I welcome any comments or suggestions or any other vulnerability fears that you want me to work with in the days ahead, because I'm here and I want to do that. You can even send me a message privately if it feels too vulnerable to do it publicly. I know this is really deep stuff for a lot of you and for me, so I want to respect that. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.